We're about to take to the streets with a new police squad especially set up to deal with hoons who run amok on our roads. As you'll see, they run in packs. That's where they get their bravado and have little or no regard for the law, and they do love their cars. But as Sophie Hull found out after this crackdown, hundreds of them will be walking home.
We will not tolerate that type of intimidating, antisocial behaviour on these streets. What I want to see out there tonight is firm, professional policing. We will not tolerate people standing there shaping up to police.
Oh, you faggot! What people?
Tempers flare and exhaust fumes burn.
You want to play the game? I'll play the game.
But without fail, every weekend the police target car enthusiasts, and without fail, every weekend they aren't hard to find.
It's my first night out, maybe because the stereotype of me, because all the other hoons doing burnouts and modified, highly modified cars, you know, like even whatever kind of car you got, it's who's driving it, what colour you are and what race.
2 front tyres, we've got metal exposed on the driver's side, which is on the inner rim, which is an indication that the wheel's oversized, and it's also been rubbing on the vehicle body.
So what, you think you've been picked on?
Of course I'm being picked on.
Is there any reason?
Well, look at me, I'm on my PJs, I'm going for a drive, and it's because I'm a log. It's because I'm from Auburn. A reason to take my car. What is he going to do? He's going to teach me a lesson. I'm going to do it again.
You are going to do it again?
Yeah, bro.
Why?
Well, this is not... They're not making everything better. They're just making it worse for themselves.
These drivers are not learning a lesson. To the frustration of police, the same people in the same cars are fronting up to the same streets, no matter how many times they've been fined. Superintendent John Hartley says car hoons will stop at nothing to be louder and faster.
Look, we're seeing vehicles fitted with avgas or aviation fuel systems, certainly lowering suspensions, taking brakes off the rear wheels, those sort of safety-related modifications that make them a danger to everybody.
It may seem like a legitimate hobby, but it's not one the police will tolerate. They're working with the newly formed Middle Eastern Organised Crime Squad. In its first month of operation, the team made up of 108 police officers is playing an integral part of this crackdown. And they'll be called in to investigate any other crimes involving Middle Eastern offenders. That includes murders and drug and firearm offences.
No key plates on the front of your car? That one there, you just put that one on there? Yeah, because my mum took it off.
We were invited to watch what happens when 60 police hit the streets targeting car pests. Surprisingly, young women are now getting in on the act.
That just broke like 2 days ago.
That's okay. That's another defect.
All sorts of dramas. Wheel size, too big. I'm not going to let you drive the car away from here.
Why?
Well, I'm not satisfied that that's going to hold you in a collision.
Did you think they'd go over it the way they did?
No, actually, I thought I was a girl, so I thought it'd be all right.
And almost every car we saw carried a P plate.
This is what any self-respecting hoon dreads, their prized possession being towed away. They've now got 21 days to have the defects fixed by the mechanic of their choice, and failure to comply will result in the car being confiscated.
Those cars end up here. Over 100 confiscated vehicles are held at a secret location, and each week police add more to the collection.
We have a lot of repeat people that come in here and they've been defected before and they're back here again in various modified vehicles or illegal modified vehicles. And it's quite bizarre to me that they just don't get the message. Do you guys have another job on tonight out west?
Assistant Commissioner Mark Goodwin has watched this operation take place every weekend since February. And he says it will be the hoons who give up before the police do.
I make no excuse for those people. We will take the nth degree letter of the law until they get the message that this city is about people that want to come in here, act responsibly, have a drink or two. We're not the fun police, but if you're coming and you want to commit assaults, you want to hunt in packs on people, you want to intimidate, then it won't be tolerated, and you will come in, run into these sorts of operations time and time and time again until you get the message.
You're going to be defected on it.
But so many of these boys with their toys claim they didn't set out to be a menace to anyone. It's an expensive labour of love.
I've spent about $7,000 on it just to make it look the way it looks. I've just done the wheels, I've lowered it a little bit, put an exhaust on it, little sound system. Nothing really to the engine, I don't want to go too fast. Just want to make it look and sound nice. I'm a bit upset, but at the end of the day, it's their job. I can't really argue with them because it's not going to get me anywhere.
You get pride, and you also get just the thrill of driving it and people just looking at you, you know? It's just things like that. It impresses the girls. My car's my baby, you know? Like, it's my pride and joy.
Pride and joy or not, if it doesn't meet standards, it won't stay on the road.
You're getting the red label, which means the vehicle cannot be driven from here.
Okay.
If the defect isn't rectified within 21 days, your registration is cancelled void, okay?
Okay.
The fact there's pretty severe penalties for these drivers who want to be louts on our road, want to make it unsafe for the rest of us. We're targeting those drivers and will continue to.